Hi, guys.
Obviously, big implications on this one tonight, standings-wise, division-wise. What's the message in the room?
Same as the message was last game. It's an important game, right? I don't think anything changes. It's the same, but like all of our guys know what the standings look like. You know, just like they knew going into Nashville and St. Louis and then coming home, like they're big games. And I loved our response last game, and the message is like, we don't need to be uptight about this one. You know, we need to focus and prepare on what we need to do and go have fun competing, you know, and was the message last time. We should be embracing this stretch run, you know, for multitude of reasons that we talked about. You know, we talked about where we were in the past and what we thought of going down the stretch run and playing teams that had to compete for a spot, and we're now one of those teams, and you should enjoy this part of the competition, playing meaningful games and fighting for that spot that we want. And, you know, no better way than tonight against Minnesota, a team that's sitting, you know, within striking distance of us.
You mentioned execution after the game the other night. Mackenzie Blackwood talked about how he felt like everybody executed on the game plan almost flawlessly. Like, how do you, when you go over the game, are you talking about that aspect? Like,
Yes.
You talked about doing this and you did it?
Yes. Yeah. So like there's things that we didn't like about our previous games, and so whether it's work ethic, competitiveness, second effort on pucks, being really hard to play against in a bunch of different areas, or if it's like our breakout details or how we need to fight to get to the interior of the ice offensively, those were a handful of things that like we picked out after the first two games that were sporadic and that needed to improve. So then basically the way I handle it is like I would start watching the game and making notes while it's going on, and then look through things on video, and if it's the way I thought it was and as good as I thought it was, I'd relay that message, you know, show them clips of all of it. And like I told them, like, you should feel good about, like, we're trying to avoid riding this roller coaster of emotions, right? Like, we lose and we're down in the dumps, and then we win and we feel great, but you should feel good about the way you played, you know, like that's, and you should be happy that you had to go out and work as hard as you possibly could and compete as hard as you possibly could to go get the job done. That's what that's what this game's all about, going to beat the guy across from you and the team across from you. And our guys did that the other night, and they should feel good about it. They should feel good that they can come in and repeat or better that performance here tonight.
I remember back on opening night when Columbus was here, Jack Johnson said like his favorite part about playing here was that this team didn't ride the highs too high or the lows too low.
Yeah.
Like, that was October. It's like February. When did that change? Where it feels like you guys are down in the dumps after losses.
Well, I don't. I just think after that St. Louis game, it was a hard one to get over. Like, if you look at our record over all the segments, I touched on it yesterday.
Yeah.
We kind of are what we are, right? And we're trying to push that to get incrementally better for this segment and the next one, because we're going to need to get better to win to get in a spot and to win in the playoffs, you know? So we're still building it, but I don't feel like we're not running these big losing streaks and big win streaks this year. Like, we're grinding for every point on a nightly basis, and we haven't had as much success as that we would have liked to this point, but that doesn't mean that can't change.
You said Manson was improving yesterday. Is he possibly on this homestand, or is he?
I don't know. Yeah, we're not at a timeline yet. So, I mean, he skated again today. He's making progress. He's in that building phase to get to the point where he can join our team, but I don't know when that's going to be.
Good. Same lineup today?
Same lineup, yep.
Thank you.
Time of year, how much more fun is it for you now, you know, with a new group of guys, and I know you've gone through the playoff push and all that stuff before, but just how excited are you for you to get these last 20 games here going?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Always towards the end of the year, it's it's where it matters, and we still got to push for the playoffs. Tonight's a big game. We got to take it one at a time.
What is the message, you know, for tonight? Obviously, big standings implications, you know, division rivalry. What is kind of the message in the room?
Just start the same way like we did last game, and we'll be fine. So just keep playing. Don't really worry who we playing against, but play our game. And when we're at our best, we can beat anyone. And that's how I feel about us.
A little bit off topic from tonight, the chemistry between you and Nate seemed like it clicked pretty instantly. How has it been settling in playing next to Nathan McKinnon?
Yeah, it's been fun. Obviously, still learning, about each other. I watched him a lot when I was in Carolina, and obviously coming here, it's great, and I feel like it's been pretty good, and we're just getting started, and we're getting better and better.
What stands out to you the most about the Minnesota Wild?
Just a great team, good around the net. They play hard, don't give up that many chances. Great goaltending. So just play our game, get in front of get in his eyes, and I think we'll be fine.
Jared said that you guys get a little bit more optionals here than most other teams. Do you like having the optional skates and kind of the opportunity to work on things that you want to work on or stay off the ice?
Yeah, in my career, I never, I don't think I ever really had optional skates, so that's something new to me. But it's nice because you can take the option if you feel good or if you need to get a little skate, and towards the end of the year, rest is a weapon, and that's what we do here.
Thanks so much, buddy. Comfortable just showing us where are you at now? A couple weeks removed, and a little bit more time to settle in, have the break, all that.
Yeah, very comfortable. I think break was big, and obviously not the result we wanted the first 2 games out of it, but took a big step last game and want to carry that into tonight.
He also talked about your fit stylistically being a lot of what they wanted out of you, and maybe even a little bit more. Just how are you feeling that your style of play fits in here?
Yeah, I think my style of play fits great. I think a little frustrating those first 2 games out of the break. I played pretty poorly and wasn't too happy with myself, but I think same with the team, kind of responded last game and had a good game all together, and like I said, we got to carry that into tonight.
Central Division opponent tonight. What is it about Minnesota that makes them so successful right now?
Yeah, they're a hard-working team. I think competitive, good around the net, pretty deep. So it's a good challenge, and obviously we're aware of the standings and how tight it is. So I think we know the magnitude of this game is pretty big.
It's just a fun time of year.
Awesome. I think this last kind of home stretch, playoff push, everything picks up, gets more intense, and gets you ready for the most fun part of the year.
Thanks so much, Jack.
Thanks.